We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the San Diego Padres. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Chris Paddock, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Now to the plate, Kevin Newman, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the AB now. It looked like the fastball got away from him there. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Two balls and a strike. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
So now it's Brian Reynolds, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's 2 for 3. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Just hung in there on that one. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 13, Brian.
Brian Hayes digging in now as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summersgill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Pirates leave one, and now the Friars will get their first chance, no score. Steven Brault is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
And now here is Tommy Pham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. DeRo, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty, it was an up-and-down homestand, 5-4, but they left on a winning record. They got on the tarmac to get on the plane, feeling pretty good about where they're at as a ball club right now. First game of this road trip, they're going to have to smack them in the mouth right in the first inning.
According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Pham hits a little over the 270 mark. In there, 2-1. Lifetime in this matchup, he's just 2 for 9. Three and 1 to the Padres left fielder.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, the second baseman.
Up next, Jake Cronenworth. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Throw over to first. Runner back safely. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Now the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Pham stands at second with no outs. There's a strike. It's 2-1. Fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Up next is Fernando Tatís Jr., hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. First pitch of the AB on its way. High in the air down the right field line. 0-1 delivery. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
This looks like it could be a rough one. He can't throw a strike, and it's only the first inning. I'm not sure he's going to be around here very long.
From the belt, the pitch. First and second here with nobody out. Lays off 2-2 now. Two pitch is fouled away. Comes set, now the pitch. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. It crashes off the Western Metal Building, and it's out of here. A 3-run shot down the line in left. 4th home run for him on the season, and the Friars have moved out in front 3-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Batting fourth.
And in steps Manny Machado, as he'll take a look at ball one. His prior history in this matchup, he's gone 2 for 8. Three runs already home here. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. This one's down to third. Reined in. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away. Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt. One thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now on the bump has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. Hit back toward the mound. Newman fields it cleanly. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, tough play on a nice forehand stop. He had to be perfect with his exchange and throw to get the out, and it looked like he had to dig in his glove a little bit to get a little extra grip on the baseball. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
In to hit will be Trent Grisham. Strike taken to throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base pass so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into outs, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 coming. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 3-0 San Diego. And now in the box, Colin Moran. Lifetime against this particular arm. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's Gregory Polanco. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
That's in, ball 2.
One out, nobody on. Lifted in the air to center. Pham is there, and he has it for the out.
Batting 7, the second baseman, Adam Frazier.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch on its way. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-roll, then you give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little 2-out lightning start.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Lifetime versus this arm. He's 1 for 2. Now the 1-0. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Frazier is off of first with 2 away. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They trail it here 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The windup and the 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
2-2.
2-2.
And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Bounced softly in front of the plate. And there's one down now.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's take a look at outfielder Gregory Polanco. Can play all spots in the outfield, from center to both corners, with a cannon arm and the ability to go in the gap.
That'll bring up Austin Nola, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. Now the 1-0 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Well, they're certainly letting you know as an offensive unit that they're going to be patient. As a pitcher on the mound right now, you have to recognize that and start attacking in the zone early.
Fouled off. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's finally over for a strike. Lifted down the line in left. On the run is Goodwin. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order, but they lead it 3-0.
Back now in San Diego, home of the Padres, who've certainly benefited from some solid pitching all season long. In terms of ERA and WHIP, they rank among the best pitching staffs in the league, leading some of the position players I talked with to sing their praises, while also emphasizing how happy they are to play behind them on defense instead of facing them in the batter's box. One of them told me, "Our guys are awesome on the mound. They keep us in every game, and they really work hard as a group to push each other to get better all the time. I really appreciate what they bring to this team." Sounds like a group that has earned a lot of respect around the league and from inside their own clubhouse.
Thank you, Heidi. Stephen Brault is at the plate as he watches ball one.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence, he's got great body language on the mound, he's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. So next to bat will be Kevin Newman, struck out in his last trip to the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball one.
The 1-0 is laid off of down and in.
2 balls, no strikes.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. So a full count now. Takes this the other way to right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Into the box, Brian Reynolds. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. He's got it. There's one. On to first, and it sails right by him. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Yeah, I like the way he stayed right in there at second base, knowing he was vulnerable, but it definitely influenced the throw to first. Way offline, and he's going to get charged with an error as a result.
At the plate, Ke'Bryan Hayes. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Fastball, when it gets by him, a swinging strike. This is skied into short left center. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Pirates leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. We looked into the numbers, and as a team, they've had a contact rate of over 85% in this game, meaning that when they swing the bat, they're missing the ball less than 15% of the time. To put that into context, the very best teams in baseball usually are right around 80% for an entire season. So at least for today, they're displaying an amazing ability to put wood to ball.
All right, thanks, Heidi. First pitch of the AB now. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Here it comes. In for a strike, it's 1-1. Pham, 33 years old. He was a 16th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And a good throw gets him one gone.
Number 9, second baseman,
And stepping in, Jake Cronenworth worked a walk his first time up. Now here's the pitch.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And it's 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatís Jr. as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Foul tip held on to behind the plate. It's strike 2.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
0-2, here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They lead it 3-0. Stepping in once again is Brian Goodwin as we begin the top of the 4th.
The left fielder, Brian Goodwin.
First delivery to him. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And another foul ball.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Next, it'll be Colin Moran. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the first pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. One and two now.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Ball 3. 3 and 2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get at the chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Stepping in now, Gregory Polanco. Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
So here's Adam Frazier as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. The 1-0. Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. So here's the cleanup hitter, Manny Machado. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the AB now.
Nope, up there.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Polanco will get there as he tracks it down deep in foul territory for route number 1.
Number 4, Will Myers.
Next to dig in, Will Myers. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's inside.
3 runs, just 2 hits, and 1 error for the Padres so far.
No, that's
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
A strike, and it's 2-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Polanco to the track, to the wall, onto the party porch, and gone. A solo shot here off the bat of Will Myers. Home run number 5 on the year as the Padres have stretched their lead now 4-0.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so we waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
So now to the plate, Trent Grisham. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Waiting on it is Goodwin, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. First pitch of the AB now. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Lifted down the line in left. He's under it, and that ends the inning. The Padres get 1 in the inning, and it comes on the solo home run. We played 4. It's now 4-0 San Diego. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Derek Shelton during the commercial break about the Pirates offense, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Jacob Stallings stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
That evens it up 1-1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. This is on the ground over to first. Hosmer has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. Eric Gonzalez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 2, Eric Gonzalez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Now the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Kevin Newman.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Kevin Newman, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First offering. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Now the 1-0. This is line to left. Pham gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They're down 4-0. Sean Poppin, right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Number 62, Sean Poppin.
And now, Austin Nova, 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up.
Yeah, and a borderline call, Matty. I don't know. I got to feel like he's got to build a rapport with this umpire, this AB. See how far he'll go in or out. He can't allow himself to go down looking again.
Now here's the first offering. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Hey, you could tell right there the hitter was almost fooled by that pitch, expecting the nasty slider to break down and away, and had hung in the middle of the plate. Too late for him to pull a trigger.
1-1 to count. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Here now the 2-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
At the plate now, Chris Paddock. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 home is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. One there, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
Into the box now, Tommy Pham, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He grounded out last time up. Pham with an even 1-1 count now. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Paddock leads off first with 1 away. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Ball and 2 strikes now. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 1 left for San Diego, but they hold a 4-0 lead.
Bounce it, just bounce it. Everybody when they come, I'm announcing it. I'm always gonna get it, I'm always gonna get it. Even if it's...
Digging in, the switch hitter, Brian Reynolds. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 2-2.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Tatís onto the grass, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So stepping in is Ke'Bryan Hayes. Flew out last time up. First pitch on the way.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
The 1-1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Into the box, Brian Goodwin. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Myers. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. stepping up is Fernando Tatís Jr. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now here's the first offering.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0.
You know, most people would be surprised he took that right there because that looked like it was in his honey hole. He had to obviously be sitting on something else.
To short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. So with one gone in the inning now, that brings in Manny Machado. First pitch of the AB on its way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike now to Machado.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit in the air down the right field line. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
The batter, the right fielder, Will Myers.
So here's Will Myers. He went deep last time up.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty B. A 2-strike straight changeup. But this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time. And maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
And now the first pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Over to first, and that retires the side. Padres down in order. They lead it 4-0. Now into the box, Colin Moran. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one.
19, Colin Moran.
First pitch on its way. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And it's 2-0 now to Colin Moran.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
2-1 after the foul ball there.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. There to pull it in is Hosmer, and there's your first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Next to stand in is Gregory Polanco. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Now that pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Ready on 1 and 2.
Got him.
And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Standing in now, Adam Frazier. As he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail here 4-0. Last half of the 7th here, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Trent Grisham. And now the first pitch. The 0-1 on its way. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw.
Hey.
1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike. 1-2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 0-1 count and the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Reynolds is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Nova.
Now at the plate, Austin Nova singled last time up. First pitch on its way.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
Now the 2-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they're in front 4-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Craig Stammen will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jurickson Profar will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Jacob Stallings is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Stammen is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. Now the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
That one's in there, 3-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
And the count will be full. Set. Here's the 3-2, and a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So his day over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the San Diego starter. He was great all night long.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Ground ball left side. Machado is there, and that's the second out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Newman. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch of the AB now. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Here's the pitch. Line to the right side. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're down 4-0. Michael Feliz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 45, Michael Feliz.
Now at the plate, here is Jurickson Profar, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the eighth after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And the pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
1 ball, 1
well
strike.
above the letters with the fastball that time. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now back, left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tommy Pham. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's a .333 hitter. From the stretch.
1-0.
Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Feliz, a 27-year-old. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Now the 2-0. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Polanco is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Well, he had to track that one for a long time, and he did so while looking back over his shoulder. Not an easy play by any means, but they practice these all the time.
To the plate now, Jake Cronenworth. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. One 1-0 pitch on the way.
Ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
2-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
The 2-2. Grounded back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So now with 2 away, the middle of the order gets to bat with opportunities on base.
Matty, that's a surprising pitch right there. I don't understand after blowing the fastball by him, he would speed his bat up with all speed.
Yeah, redemption after being late, right on time with the off-speed pitch next. So now to the plate, Fernando Tatís Jr. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1 on its way. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. Cronenworth leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Padres leave 1, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Matt Strahm comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Brian Reynolds will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Here's the pitch. Liner caught by Machado at third. A tough break there, and on one pitch, the leadoff man's gone already to start off the ninth inning. Next up is Ke'Bryan Hayes. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there, 0-1. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. And that one yanked just foul.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate now, Brian Goodwin. And a ball 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0. Yanked hard but foul to the right.
Ah, man, just a hair early on that one and just pulled it foul. He's going to have to find a way to refocus. Not easy to continue an AB after you just went deep foul.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
So now to the plate, Colin Moran. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. He'll swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And this crowd wasn't all that big, but they've stuck around to the final out. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Hit out towards second. He's got it. throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
When you shut a team out 4-0, it kind of feels like you won like 8 or 10-0, but this one was really never out of reach. Really good pitching and great defense to help them get the win.
4-0 to score tonight. The Friars jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Chris Paddock earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Stephen Brault was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious San Diego Padres, 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. They left 2 men on base. For the Pirates, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.